Where are you seeing the most meaningful growth in the hospitality space right now?
Yeah, so I think it's always interesting. Every cycle brings about different changes, and sometimes it's hard to see it in the middle of it, but with some hindsight, it's helpful. One of the things I think, one of the trends we're seeing right now is the luxury segment outperforming some of the mid-scale and select service hotels, which is very different than the last cycle. I think that is just an evolution of what's going on and some of the product and the growth in these industries. And so we think that's a very interesting trend. And then you contrast that with what's actually getting built, and it's a lot of extended stay, limited service, and I think that probably leads to a lot of the affordability and the rising construction prices. So you have this dichotomy of the things that are performing well aren't adding as much supply, and so we're seeing some of those trends. And I think if you wrap that into the new supply, very little is adding meeting space, and so they're very interesting trends and opportunities of how to find and harvest meeting space and existing assets, and really going after group segments as the evolution of that guest, and how we go tap that guest, and revenue management, commercial strategy all gets wrapped together in this next cycle. And so I think that's an interesting trend to watch and something that we're excited about.
In our portfolio, what we've seen the most resilience in is really in our luxury and lifestyle space. May seem passe, but even since COVID through today, it's continued demand for the curated, unique experiences, places where we have elevated food and beverage, and just a great offering for the guest. Where we're also seeing great meaningful growth is continuing to question our old models of operations. I mean, since COVID, there's been a lot of need to push for technology and push for ways to be more efficient, more effective while delivering the experiences that we need to deliver. But at the end of the day, continuing to serve our owners in a way that's innovative and continues to give us an edge. So meaningful growth really, again, in sort of the lifestyle space, and where we're seeing guests want their preferences and their experiences. And then again, in operations, continuing to find ways to be more creative and more effective.
One meaningful growth opportunity within the hospitality space is near and dear to my heart, with two daughters that play volleyball and basketball, but it's youth sports. In 2023, 55% of children ages 6 through 17 played a sport. And the impact that it has on the hospitality industry is that, on average, a family spends between $700 and $1,000 a month on youth sports. What that does to markets that need a growing demand, it's very impactful, because these tournaments and these opportunities happen on off-peak times and weekends where our hotels need the occupancy. So it's a great opportunity. It's only growing. I think guests will continue to improve the experiences for these youth sports and these teams, and there's a lot of opportunity and growth that's going to be happening. And it doesn't just happen at major markets. There's secondary and tertiary markets. It's almost like the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come, and it's going to have a lot of legs to it in the near and long term.
I think where we see the most meaningful growth in the hospitality space is in the change in human behavior and preferences of customers. And I think while customers are evolving and changing, and the world's evolving and changing, including technology, some things don't change. And that's what humans desire, which is connection and experience. And so while the world has evolved recently, people still desire to get together. They desire experiences with friends. They desire new experiences and discovery. And so there's an opportunity there for the hospitality industry to meet that demand. And that's where our industry really thrives. I think the world is now seeing that in real estate and in other commerce, that hospitality and those experiences, as people get more access to information, as they've traveled more, and as they hear about their friends doing other things and seeing new experiences, the hospitality industry is informing other areas of real estate. And so you see mixed use proliferating. We constantly see inbounds and questions and demand from other developers who know how to develop office or residential or retail. But they're looking for somebody to really be the heartbeat of their development. And that's almost always the hospitality space. The hotel we're sitting in right now, the Junto in Columbus, Ohio, was built for that exact purpose, which was to be the heartbeat of a new development and provide really the experiential core of a new neighborhood. And so we're seeing that all over the country, where developers are looking for hospitality to really drive their development and drive the experience on the ground. And I think the convergence of hospitality and other areas, including residential, where you think about luxury living, you think about hospitality style living, delivering services in new environments, hospitality really has the opportunity to inform many other areas of life. And as people get more time with technology and artificial intelligence and all the other conveniences that are coming to bear, everybody's getting the opportunity to have more experiences and to access those experiences. And so hospitality will have the opportunity as an industry and as a business to meet those demands.
So we've seen a lot of growth in this space, probably in two areas. The first is around bringing experiences to all of our hotels, regardless of the segment. And it's become a really meaningful way to differentiate our assets to the consumer. And so in our lifestyle and resort hotels, we've always been focused on robust F&B, really big into wellness. We're starting to see that at our select service hotels as well, creating moments for folks to engage as a hybrid traveler, adding rooftops, adding amenities that typically wouldn't be considered there. So really excited about what we can do to bring custom experiences and design packages across all hotels. And the second area where we see pretty interesting growth is that tech-backed businesses, private equity, venture capital has moved into our space. And that is really good for our industry for a couple of reasons. One, it means amazing people can come up with ideas and engage in businesses and actually get capital to bring solutions to our operations. That could be new ideas for distribution, like Resort Pass. That could be new technologies that use AI and various models to drive better experiences. The second thing that technology does to help us is it creates better experiences for our guests, which is what this is all about. And so our guests can engage with custom settings and can engage in ways that they haven't been able to before. And we can really leverage technology to give them, our owners, and our general managers better experiences.
We are really seeing a lot of multi-generational travel and a lot of extended business trips. And as a result of that, we launched Apartments by Marriott Bonvoy. The Apartments by Marriott brand is really a blend of an extended stay hotel that we offer residents in Element, but elevated to a premium level of positioning similar to Autograph Collection or Tribute Portfolio. These buildings will create their own brand and they'll tell a story. It'll be a lifestyle boutique hotel, which has become really attractive to the consumer in today's market. The buildings will offer limited food and beverage. They may have coffee shops, they may have a small bar, but it is really going to be more of a limited offering with all of the amenities provided in the apartment building or in the apartment unit for the guests that are staying there. The brand will be fully integrated into the Marriott platform. The guests will be able to take advantage of Marriott Bonvoy. They'll be able to burn points, they'll be able to earn points, and they'll be able to book through Marriott.com. We're thrilled to be able to offer a new extended stay brand for our Bonvoy consumer and believe that it's really going to resonate with the hotel guest.